All right, guys, what's going on? We're live. Burrow 77, Young Leg, Nick, Dianni. How do you say that?
Dianni.
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 Yeah, I
You
knew I
gotta put
needed
your
an
hands like this while
Italian.
you do it too.
Yeah,
Dianni.
Dianni. I knew I needed a little more Italian on that. Look, the Ukraine game didn't go as planned. There's a bunch of people on Twitter telling me that this wasn't an upset, but I don't see them with their spreadsheets and units tracked anywhere. So I don't really rate their opinions. And if you got that right, good for you. There's no ill will here. Like I was telling Nick, there's 51 matches. I'm gonna completely whiff a few. And that just happens. Now, I do like this game. I think that there's more opportunities to make money here. And I'm starting off with you can take a goal in both halves if you like at minus 130 over on Caesars. It's by far the best number out there on the market by about 20 cents, 25 cents on the dollar. I'm taking Belgium to score in both halves at plus 135. Yeah. I was telling these guys before the show, there's a lot of young talent that has an opportunity to make a name and kind of prove themselves a little bit that I expect to be subbing on here late, even if Belgium has a lead. You're going to want to perform for your country. And, this is when people really increase their transfer market value, especially guys on freeze or that are without clubs that need a place to go. This is how you show out and get yourself a contract. So Belgium to score in both halves at plus 135, I thought was a really good deal over on Caesars. And I'm going to play that at least. I have that in pocket already. I put that in while we were doing a little pre-show stuff. And I'll just kind of kick it over to you guys. Let's hear what you guys got cooking up, and I'll just kind of jump in a little bit at the end.
Well, first of all, I just want to say what a good time to not go on the show in the morning. Don't check my Twitter. I'm 100% today. Don't check my Twitter. Definitely didn't have all Ukrainian props, and they all missed. So sorry for missing, guys. Don't worry, we get it all back versus Belgium. Somebody already tweeted at me saying, hey, is this a mortal lock? I fucking hate when people say that. Please don't say that. But also, yeah, kind of. I mean, you look at the power that Belgium has, and you look at just on paper what's lining up against them. Besides this being kind of like a fist fight from the Slovakians, the talent is not there at all. And I think that you can see what two players are going to be playing the biggest roles for Belgium when you just look at the odds. So you got to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to let Nick talk because I know that we're on the same guy. But if you're looking at a Lukaku goal or a KDB assist, the numbers aren't terrible, and it's not a bad bet, but we can do better. That's all I'll say about this game.
Yeah, listen, I think I was saying to Oaks earlier, the beauty of it is like we lost together. It's not like we were wildly different and gave you guys 57 different bets that lost. We kind of said the same thing. You take the L's. I don't know too many people that had
Romania winning
because I fucking hate them. Romania winning by a 3-goal margin. So shout out to them. We got it wrong. But like you said, Oaks, here's another chance to come back and make the thing happen. And I think a couple things we said that are still true, right? First half, you're seeing goals. I think there's going to be goals in this half. So I like where your head's at with the goal in both halves. I think overs have been a thing. 2.5 goals could be something we very easily see in this one. I locked in Belgium minus 1.25 on the Asian line. So check if your book has Asian spreads. If they do, that's a split between -1 and -1.5. So if they win by 2, you will get a full cash. If they win by 1, you will get half of your bet refunded. But I really don't see a way that Belgium does not win this game by 2. So that's my most heavy play. But as Leg was alluding to, I think we sneakily like Trossard in this game. Listen, Lukaku, we know who he is. He's been there. He's the household name. He's not getting any younger. He didn't have the greatest season. He was very hot and cold, up and down. Is he going back to Chelsea? Is he going to get transferred to another Italian team for the, 6th consecutive year? Listen, the man always shows out for Belgium, but I don't know.
I also watched him miss 5 sitters in the World Cup.
Right. I feel like he's one of those players. Like, I want to see him have a good game under his belt before I bet on him. So I'm taking that energy, and I think we're going to put it towards Trossard. I think he's going to be maybe the main beneficiary of Lukaku, me being a little bit down on him. So I think, is there a play for shots on target? Maybe. Is there a play to score anytime? Maybe. Is there a play to score or assist? Would love your guys' thoughts, because there's some big numbers hanging in front of him.
I like the to score or assist angle. I think that is the safest one. But like I said to you guys before we went live, it had a minus sign next to it. And if you guys know anything about me, fuck that. I don't want a minus sign. I'm not going to root for a guy for a minus 105. Great odds, very smart, intelligent bet. But instead, I just split my unit and put one on the goal, which is sitting at like plus 250, and one on the assist, which was sitting over plus 300. Again, I said earlier I don't math that good, but I can live with that. And what you said with Lukaku, if we can do a little bit more Lukaku talk, I'm kind of hoping he doesn't score today, so then we get really good odds for him the rest of the tournament. I would love to see him not score at all today. Maybe take like 5 shots, maybe hit 1 on target, and then we'll get awesome odds for the rest of the competition. And as far as Lukaku going back to Italy, I'm saying Atalanta. Lookman out, Lukaku in.
Ooh. I don't
They're
know.
weirdly talking
know.
about Napoli, because like Conte wants him for some reason, which I don't understand, but it's, I don't know.
Yeah. Sticking with Belgium here, a couple of guys in my Discord made a nice point, and I think it might have been Sam FIFA Brit tweeting something out. Look, Doku's matched up on a 37-year-old right back, so that's a huge mismatch. I like Doku here today as well. Leg makes a good point. Lukaku's shot volume will probably be there, so he would be a guy to look at for that first half shots ladder market, or even a full game shots ladder market. Like I said, I watched him fluff 3 or 4 sitters in the World Cup. I think he had 6 shots that game, hit the woodwork twice. So yeah, I mean, look, and I know I told you guys I'm on Belgium to score in both halves. And I do like this Belgium team. There's a lot of talent here. There's a lot of young talent here that I think needs tick too. And I think that we're going to see a pretty good amount of second half subs here. Yep. All of that said, this Belgium team had a complete stinker at the World Cup. They fired their manager. This is kind of like the back end of, and I hate the phrase, the golden generation. I'm so fucking sick of hearing it, but like, this is the back end of like the primary Belgium generation here. You got no Courtois in net. You got a bunch of aging older stars here, and you got a bunch of young talent that's inexperienced. So I want to remind you guys, Belgium only scored 1 fucking goal in the World Cup, and they didn't make it out of groups. I think they're going to do a lot better here in Euros. But that is just something to be aware of. As far as other props I like here, Kraskow Bauman up that left-hand side. He's probably going to shoot, maybe for a shot on target. Eventually, I think we got to see Tielemans come in here in this midfield. You know he loves jacking for chicks, especially from outside the box and at the top of the box. He's got nasty free kicks, too, though I think KDB is just going to be on every single set piece, which doesn't bother me, but I'm with you guys on the Trossard look. If you guys saw any of my pre-Euros coverage, I was all aboard sprinkling him to be a potential Golden Boot winner here for Belgium at like plus 750 to plus 1100, depending on where you shopped around. I like this whole kind of front 4 here. The thing you got to remember about Slovakia is they got big-ass dudes on the back end, and they are going to be physical. So we're going to probably see a bunch of fouls here. And the refs have been stingy with bookings, like all tournament long. And I don't hate that as long as the game's staying in control and we're not seeing, like, wildly out-of-pocket shit. I don't mind it. In international competitions especially, like, the physicality should be up. It should be difficult. It's only 2 yellow cards for a suspension. I don't want a card liberal ref out here throwing out 6, 7, 8 cards a game because I feel like it has negative implications on the rest of the tournament for the teams. KDB anytime goal. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Again, there's 4 guys up there.
Right.
All of them are perfectly capable of scoring and assisting. Lukaku's probably the one who's got the least amount of chance at assisting, but I would say the other 3 are all kind of equally able to score and assist.
Yeah. Plus 150 to assist for KDB is nuts. I mean, I think we're not going to see that. If he gets an assist this game, that's a negative number the rest of the tournament.
Yep.
Yeah, until they get out of groups, for sure. I do like this, Nick. This is a really good look. That's the same right back that I said Doku's going to be attacking.
Okay.
37 years old. When in doubt, foul. Like that is, especially if you're outside the box, just foul the shit out of them. And if you get subbed off at the 60th minute at 37 years old with only 1 card and you don't get sent off with a red, you played good defense. You played good enough defense, at least.
So the one thing I'm looking at here, if Slovakia is really going to line up in this 4-3-3 that's projected, are they just going to get overrun? I mean, that's what's going to.
I think the wings are just going to absolutely like the pace on the wings here, and even the backs. If they're playing more of like a wing back formation, like I said with Kraskow, like they're just going to fucking torch the Slovakians because, like I said, the Slovakians, they're big. They're muscular. They're going to put you on your ass, but they're slow. So if you can tear the roof off over the top on these guys with some through balls, you're going to beat them into the ground. And it might not pay huge dividends in the first half. It might just be a goal or something like that. But you're going to tire these guys out, and you're going to see a lot of heavy legs second half where we might see a Belgium explosion there.
I feel like if we're just going for pace, then if I'm Belgium, I'm just saying run at them. We have subs up front. Just keep running at them because even if they foul you, which is what they're most likely going to have to do because it is this big, like, brash Slovakian defense that we've been talking about. You also have some of the best set piece takers on your team. Like, you have KDB on your team. You got Tielemans back there. You got Carrasco who can hit a ball also. Like, you have all these guys that can set them up. And they have some massive, massive targets when we're looking at that center backs on Belgium and Lukaku in the box. So, no loss on running them.
Let's see. Bosniak, 1 and 2 shots is juice, 3 shots. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't hate that. Former Feyenoord guy. He's definitely got some talent at 24 years old. He's over in Portugal now. And he can play. So, yeah, I don't hate that. This is a nice opportunity for him to showcase some of his talents. I also don't hate taking it in the first half either, because the other thing we were talking about is this Belgian backline and midfield absolutely can be beat too. Like, if you can get your pacey guys to get past and break these lines here, it's not like Belgium's watertight at the back. I don't have a ton of confidence in them on the back end to be able to defend well. I just think they're going to be stuffing it down Slovakia's throat. And that when they're not, as soon as they cut a ball out, they can go over the top and beat you that way. So that's kind of how I see this game going. And you know, I'll take a quick look at the KDB assist 162. That's a great number. That's almost a must play number, Wanners. Like, so like I'll let you guys go if you have any on Bet365 for the 3 states that have Bet365. That's really good. You know, if you're in Colorado, New Jersey, Indiana, or wherever they are, good. Use them. Always use the best book and the best number. I just can't use that book or really look up their numbers without adding another screen, and I'm already looking at 3, so I ain't doing that. If you guys have any final thoughts, go ahead and run them. I'm going to pull up FanDuel, look at this first half shots market, and then we'll plug some stuff and get the hell out of here.
I was going to say, I have a couple of DraftKings boosts and FanDuel boosts that I'm saving for the France-Austria game.
Love it.
I would also recommend doing that unless you're a big – if you're a Man City fan, go ahead and put your KDB parlay, Doku parlay in. But
yeah. Hey, listen, Doku to
everyone
assist
else
isn't bad. It's a pretty good number. I'm really trying to talk my way into using Slovakia over 1.5 cards as a parlay piece somewhere. It's only 1.5. It's minus 180. Then I'm starting to look at players and Nick, somebody gave a shout there for the right back, but man, what about Kuchka there in the midfield? He's plus 250 to get a card. Dude's got to be like 40 years old at this point, right? Like has to be the oldest player on the team.
Again, that's why I think that left side of Belgium is going to be the most dangerous side. Like, I think they're going to have the most chances because Doku and Carrasco should be able to absolutely body those guys.
Yeah. Is there anybody have a shots number for the game? Just like overall shots or team shots, not necessarily on target.
Are you just you're looking for match shots?
Man, I'm almost wondering if Belgium's just going to run off about 15 shots this game.
Belgium.
What's the corner line also if you're looking?
Yeah, it's not great.
Belgium, you got to take 17 or more shots at minus 120. 18 is at plus 115.
All right. I don't love it.
Corner match bets. Corner
9.5 for the game.
9.5 for the game. Yeah. I mean,
Is it plus at least?
Yeah, it's plus 128, minus 126 if you want.
How much is just Belgians? Is Belgium's like 6?
5.5, yeah.
Low-key. Okay. If that's a plus sign, I would look at that. Because if you got Carrasco and Doku just dusting your right back the whole time, I assume that kicking it out for a corner would be seen as like a godsend if you're Slovakia and you think you'll defend set pieces better, but then chasing down Doku and Carrasco. But that's pretty much my only argument for getting the corners there.
Yeah, I staying on that thread here. Look, the guy I'm going to go with for first half shots is Doku, and it's plus 210 for 2 or more shots, and it is plus 750 for 3 or more. If you want to take him for a shot on his shot on target is a standalone at like minus 135, and that's not.
I got it at minus 120.
Yeah, that's just on FanDuel. Like, that's a good number. His first half shot on target at plus 210 on FanDuel is a good number. So, yeah, I mean, that's where I'd go. It's for me, it's Lukaku or Doku. I do like Trossard. Like I said, I do think Trossard's going to be involved in this game, and he's going to be effective. I just think that the volume is going to be higher for Doku and Lukaku, which is how it should be, because those are who I think are the sketchier finishers. I think Trossard's a much better ball finisher and is going to need less opportunities and less volume to be able to find his way onto the score sheet.
Man, it's one of those things where, like, we're bound to be right about somebody and we're also bound to be wrong about somebody because all 4 guys can't eat, unfortunately. I mean,
correct.
Yes, they could, but
I can't wait for this game to end 4-0 and everybody eats. We all eat. Nick, don't bring that negative energy to me, man.
Maybe. I mean,
I want to make a script really quick, and I'm going to take all goal scorers.
Yeah.
Nick, I don't mind that at all. If you want to take a little sprinkle here on Doku to score and Belgium to win, I think that's perfectly fine. Wanners, thank you for being the Bet365 info man. Booking props. Unfortunately for me, they don't offer them here in Michigan, so I got to play on an offshore, or I got to phone a friend and try and get them down.
DraftKings usually has them, Myron. If you have DraftKings where you are.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania people, they took them away from us. They were like, this one kid in Southeast Pennsylvania is fucking robbing us blind. We'd take them away.
Live bookings too, dude. You remember when they had live bookings and we'd be like, this dude's on 2 fouls and just got talked to by the ref and he's plus 550 for a booking. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of it, guys. Unless you guys have any more questions, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube, join the Discord, follow Leg, follow Nick. all of their links to all of their stuff is right here in the video description. Nick does Kicks and Picks Pod. Leg and I do 2FootTalk on Wednesday nights. All sorts of good stuff there. Feel free to plug your own stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty much wrapped here. I'm gonna get my bets in and get ready to watch this next match.
Hell yeah. Thank you for having us, man. Good luck to everybody. But yeah, Belgium to win by 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll be back at 2:15 for the final game. So hopefully we make some money, get a couple of units back. Don't go chasing your first day losses either. Like just because you lost on Ukraine, don't up your unit size. Don't think that this is a smash spot and a guaranteed Belgium win. Like this is all it's Euros. This is all super competitive stuff. So there are no guarantees here. And I'll let you guys know right now. I know I'm not gonna have time to put it on the banner, but I'm taking Doku's first half shots. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm Oaks. That's Nick. That's Leg, and we're out. Peace.
Peace. See y'all at 2:15.
Yes, sir.